Hi guys, it's Renee. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 2 of our Halloween makeup fun spectacular, whatever you want to call it. So I'm so excited. So today we are doing Harley Quinn. So Harley Quinn is from Suicide Squad, if you don't know. I'm sorry about the scratching noise. Got two cats over here who enjoy playing with each other on the scratching post. So we're going to do Harley Quinn. So if you don't know, she is the female superhero or anti-superhero in Suicide Squad. And she's become quite popular this year for Halloween, it looks like. So I thought, let's do some Harley Quinn. Why not? So we are going to get started. So again, this one's going to be a voiceover, so here's hoping that works. So yeah, so stick around and we'll get started. So we're going to start with priming my skin. We're using primer, the original by Australis. So we're taking that and putting that all over my face to make sure we have really good coverage, and going down through the neck as well, because we're putting makeup down on the neck as usual. Next, we're moving on to concealer. So we're putting concealer on before foundation today. So we're using Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in Light. So we are going under the eyes and a little blemish on the chin. We are then going to get our blending sponge, which is already dampened, and just pat that into the skin. We don't want the under eyes too bright. So now we're going on to foundation. So we're going to apply the CoverGirl Outlast a Fabulous foundation in Porcelain, I believe. This is a bit light for my skin, but the reason why it's good for this one, which is not really often that it's too light, is because Harley's makeup or skin type is very, very pale. So we are going in with that just to make sure we have a really pale base. It's not full coverage, but it doesn't need to be at this stage. And that little one that's popping her head up, her name is Stella. She decided she wanted to today. So we're just getting that all over and brushing it into the skin with the oval brush, making sure to like buff it in, just to give a really good skin tone texture and buff it into the skin so it's all looks like skin. So we're just finishing that up. So next we're going in with the NYX white eyeshadow base, and we're using concealer brush by Real Techniques, and it's an angled one, and we're dotting that all over my face. You do want to be heavy-handed because you do want to be really quite pale, because Harley, if you see pictures for her, she's very, very pale, pretty much ghostly white. So we're making sure we get that full coverage of this eyeshadow base. So make sure you go down through the neck as well. Yeah, Stella's playing with the twinkle lights behind me, and this is where she breaks them. You'll see in a minute that my lighting changes a little bit. So now we're going and buffing that also into the skin with the oval brush, so buffing it really well in. You can see I'm really, really pale now, so getting all that in there. Just make sure you go into all the little corners and make sure you get down your neck as well. You can do your ears, I just didn't on this occasion. Next we're going in with the NYX Wonder Stick in Light. So we're going to do a little bit of contouring, only because the white does make my face very one-dimensional. So we just want to pop some 3D effect in there just to make sure my face doesn't look so flat. So yeah, so just blending that through. So now we're going in with the e.l.f. High Definition face powder. It's colourless, it's white translucent, which we don't want to put pigment into the face. So that's why we're going with this setting powder. So it'll still keep you very white and very light without too much problem, and it just whitens it up a little bit more as well. So we're just setting that all into little places on my skin. Now we're going in with the Master Sculpt by Maybelline in Light, and we're just doing a little touch-up contouring right at the cheekbone, just to look like the cheeks are a little bit more sculpted. So now we're going in with the Trolls from MAC, Good Luck Trolls in the Beauty Powder, the lighter shade. We're going to kind of use it as a blush because we don't want a lot of colour, we just want a little hint of something. just to lift the face a little bit. And it kind of looks like a little bit like highlighter as well. Now we're going in with my Maybelline Brow Satin in Blonde. So we're doing the brows. Her brows really do stick out in the photos. If you look at the Suicide Squad of Margot Robbie in her Harley Quinn makeup, the eyebrows do stand out more on the face. So that's why we are going in with the eyeshadow pencil. Well, not eyeshadow pencil, eyeliner pencil. No, eyebrow pencil. I'm good today. And we're going to set that with the other side, the powder side, just to make sure it stays intact. And then just brushing that through with an eyebrow comb, just to even out the powder. Next we're going in with the Chi Chi Matte 2 palette. So we're going to go with the lightest brown shade, and that's going to be our transition colour in the crease. So just to give the eye a little bit of definition. So going in both sides. And just blend that out so there's no harsh line. Next we're going in with the next colour, which is the next lightest, I guess, or darkest, and going through the crease as well, just to get a little bit more definition, purely because I don't have a defined crease myself, so we just want a little bit more definition there. So just blend that out really well, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. So now we're going in with the eyeliner primer or eyeshadow primer, because I forgot before. So we're just putting it on the lid space where there is no shadow and just blending that through with the finger. So we're going with the NYX in Red Hot. It's the Primal colours. In Australia, I don't think you can get it anymore, but you might be able to find it at some Target stores. So we're going to really pack this on. One, the first layer gives you a good red, but I really want a very bold red, so that's why I'm packing quite a bit on, but I'm building it gently and slowly so I don't get too much of a colour rush. So I'm blending it also into my crease colours for the transition. So we're just getting it all up in there. So build this slowly, because with red, it's quite intense. If you put too much too soon, you can't go back and fix it easily. Now we're going in with the Chi Chi eyeshadow pigment in Oh My God Blue. So for some reason this comes out purple on my camera. I'm not sure why, but it is a very, very vibrant blue. So this one as well, like the red, I'm putting a little bit on at a time. So not picking a lot up on the brush, just so I can build it slowly, because I don't want it too intense too fast, because otherwise, like the red, it's harder to fix if you go too dark too fast. So we're just blending that in with the transition colours, just to make sure it looks more seamless. So yeah, so we're just packing that on to get a really beautiful blue. Next we're going in with my BYS eyeliner in black. It's a felt tip liner. So we're just going to go on 2/3. So it's just to look like the lashes are a bit more thick. So don't go right to the inner corner. Just 2/3 across is where we want to be for this one, because her eyeliner on her top is not that exaggerated. So do that on both sides. And again, only going 2/3 across. So now we're going in with the Bonjour from Queen Kajal in the black eyeliner, and it's a crayon, so you want to go straight across the bottom. So her bottom is a lot more exaggerated than the top, so we want darker on the bottom. You can smudge it out if you want, but it's not too smudgy on hers, so I decided not to really smudge too much. Next, we are going to curl those lashes, because we're going to put falsies on. So we're curling first, just to make sure they follow the curve. So we're going in with the Real by Benefit in black. So we're putting a really nice coat on the top. So you want to do this before your false lashes just to make sure it dries in time to put them on, because I don't like putting mascara on falsies. I think it looks a bit clumpy. So this will help it to blend better with the false lashes. And I'm just putting a little bit on the bottom as well, just to kind of giving that smudgy look. Going back in with the pigment, and this is the fun part. So you can be as messy as you like with this because it doesn't need to be precise. So I'm just getting a tiny bit at a time and blending it down my face. So I'm trying not to go too far down, pretty much to the contour line of my cheekbone. I'm just taking a more precise brush because my big fluffy brush is quite fluffy and covers more space. So just blend that really well right down. You kind of want to make it look like you've smudged your eyeshadow in a major way. Think drunk night out and you wake up the next morning with eyeshadow everywhere. That's kind of the look you're going for. Going in with my eyeliner again, doing a little bit of a wing. I just didn't want to smudge it and I wanted it to be a bit more standing out. I'm really not good at wings, so this is probably not the best job I've ever done. We're going back in with the red to do the same thing of smudging it down. So we're taking a little bit at a time and smudging down again. So you just want to take a little bit on the brush, not a lot. So tap a lot of the excess back onto the pan so that you can pick that up later. But yeah, you just want to smudge that down again, like drunk night out, didn't take your makeup off, wake up and that's what you look like. So yeah, try not to go too far down. So that's pretty much a good, just over your cheekbones. Just blending that through so it looks a bit. We're going back in on the other side to do a little bit of a wing. Again, I'm really not good at this. If you do want a tutorial on how I do wings normally, if I do it, I can do that. Just let me know down below. I'm not that great at it. I use guides to help me usually. Next, we're going in with falsies from e.l.f. in Natural Lash. So I didn't show you because it takes me forever to do this. Now I'm going in with a red lipstick by Mirabella, I think. I got it in a Lip Monthly a while ago. It works perfect for this particular look because her lips are quite red. This is more a blood red instead of a bright red. So it depends on your complexions, depending on what you go with. But I thought this worked well. So now we're going back in because this eyeliner has a heart stamp and I can't draw hearts, so we're stamping it on instead. Because Harley does have a heart tattoo below her eye, just on her cheekbone. So we're popping that on there. Then we're turning over and writing Rotten on the contour line. I think I wrote this backwards because I was looking in a mirror. Okay, so that looks all pretty. Now we're just going to mist my face with setting spray just to make sure none of this budges because you want this to stay. So a lot of makeup. Okay, so we're going costume. Yay! It looks all done with the hair. So in the hair I just put pigtails and did the slut strands. Sorry about that. That's what we call them here. And I put the red and the blue with just hair chalk. And we are done. So that is my Harley Quinn look. So we also have this top, if I can show you guys. That'd be awesome. So has Dada's little monster. Ooh. So if you do want this top, this is from Torrid. It is part of their pop culture Suicide Squad club kind of situation that I had going on. It is still available at the time of recording it. I think this top was about 40 or maybe $40-ish, give or take. I did get it on special though. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already but you'd like to be, you can hit subscribe down below and subscribe to my channel. We have more of these coming up over the next couple of weeks. So I hope everyone did enjoy this video, and I hope your lead up to Halloween is fun and this gives you a few ideas. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see you again soon.